What's up, fuckers? I'm back. I loaned my camera to my son's friend who was doing some stuff. I don't know. But I got it back. So now let's look at some more stupid news. I don't know why I'm still doing that. I don't know why if I can read any of this shit. It's nonsense. NBC. Oh, and I can't do the Fox News anymore because I go to their page and it won't let me fucking look at anything unless I disable my ad blocker. Other news sites, I can just say no. I don't want to disable my ad block, and they're like, okay, well, you can read our stories. We'll still get the clicks. You're still not getting any clicks, but not turning off my ad blocker. Even for Fox News, can't make me look at ads. Can't make me do it if something I don't want to do. So, going a slightly different route. I'm going to start with NBC News here. And I got a bunch of little blurbs on the side there, which are stupid. Groups urge federal judge not to block first Latino to sit in upstate New York court. Why is this what we're focusing on? Are they qualified to do the job? That should be the only question asked. Not, are they the proper race, creed, or color that I want? Maybe they're shitty at it. Maybe they'd make a terrible fucking judge. Maybe they don't even have a law degree or something. I don't even know if you need a law degree to be a judge. It seems like maybe you should. I don't know. A lot of this stuff seems... You almost need a degree to understand what the fuck they write in those stupid things. I don't know why they can't just make them, plain English or whatever language of whatever country you're in. Just plain spoken, straight up, here's what you can't do. If you do these things, we're going to throw you in jail. But they use all kind of weird fucking stupid words. And then they got to sit around and argue about what the words mean. Because they don't even fucking know. So that's stupid. Maybe they're blocking them because they don't have a law degree. They're not a citizen of this country. And they, I don't know, would be bad at the job. In which case it would be a good thing to block them. Regardless of, even if it was some, I don't know, whatever the fuck he might be. If they not qualified for the job, they shouldn't have the job. That's just, I don't know, it's a common sense thing. What else we got? Ooh, doctor found dead in New York's Riker jail just weeks after being convicted of sexually assaulting his patients. Good. Good. That sounds like a good thing. Bravo. What else we got? Home builders say U.S. is in a housing recession. I do this because they put them. I gotta, do that. So you know that there's quotes there. As sentiment turns negative. Sentiment about what? About houses? People don't like houses now? I like houses. I get air conditioning. If it's hot out, I can turn that on and not be hot. And if it's cold out, I can turn the heat on and not be cold. And if it's raining, I can just stay inside. I like houses. I don't have a negative sentiment towards houses. So that's, I don't know. It's worded weird and I don't like it. So that makes it stupid. A lot of things are stupid. Like this. FBI and DHS warn threats to federal law enforcement have spiked since Mar-a-Lago search. Who are they warning? Are they warning themselves? Why do they need to tell us about it? Just tell each other and be done. You don't need to make a big thing about it. And Why are they warning us? If they're the ones getting the threats, it's like, hey, I'm going to warn you. I'm warning you. I've been getting threats. You haven't. But I have. So I'm warning you about the fact that I've been getting threats. That just sounds dumb. They're just like walking up to random people on the street and saying, hey, just so you know, I'm warning you. Whatever the fuck. Really stupid. Let's see what else we... Okay. This kind of cracks me up. The Pfizer CEO, one of the companies been pushing out the a COVID vaccine, tested positive for COVID. I mean, the guy running the company, literally running the company, making the vaccine, tested positive for it. Now, does that mean he didn't take his own vaccine? And if not, why not? That's kind of a red flag. That's a warning sign. Or if he did and took a bunch of it, how did he get it? Does it not work? I love the life's little ironies. Let's see what we got. What else have we got? Oh, here's some good advice in their wellness section. Great underbed storage containers. Well, you know what's a great underbed storage container? A storage container that fits under your bed. That's it. That's all you need to know. Does it fit under the bed? No? It's not great. Yes? Hey, that's great. Fits under the bed. I'll put stuff in it. Put it under the bed. Boom. Don't even need an article. How to shop for electric toothbrushes. Go to the store. Go to a store that sells electric toothbrushes. Look at the boxes. Pick one that you like. Maybe this has a snazzy, color. Maybe this one has Bluetooth and plays music while you're brushing your teeth. That sounds stupid, but I don't know. I'm sure there's probably some out there. My kids had, some kind of cheap electric toothbrushes when they were kids. Kind of just when the battery died, you throw it away and you buy a new one for like $3. But they'd play music. They'd play like 2 minutes of music or something like that, and when the song's done, you can quit brushing. So, if you're a child and you need that, sure, go right ahead. Otherwise, just go to the store and pick one out that you like. That's how to shop for an electric toothbrush. That's really it. That's all there's a bunch of other stupid shit on here, but I don't want to read that. To the next page, and let's see what they got that's stupid. This one, let's go to USA Today. USA Today. Says that Adele calls postponing Vegas residency, quote, the worst moment in my career. I think she's a singer. I think. So not moving to Vegas sooner is the worst moment. That's not really a moment. Unless there was like, I'm going to move there at 4:15. It's like, nope, I'm going to wait till 4:30. It's like, what was I thinking? I should have moved there at 4:15. That would be a moment. But just saying, I held off on moving to Vegas. Worst moment of my career. Do you need to be in Vegas to sing? I mean, doesn't she make records and shit? Seems like you could do that kind of wherever they have a microphone. I got a microphone. I could just start singing. I'm not gonna. I won't subject you to that. You're welcome. But I don't see how that makes it a moment. Doesn't really seem like a moment. There we go. This is for subscribers. This is for subscribers. And that's for, I'm not a subscriber. I don't subscribe to shit. I don't even read the articles. I just glance at the headlines and decide whether or not it's stupid. Let's see. It says, which generation struggles with the most debt? You know what? Don't struggle with it. Don't go into debt. Live within your means. You know, you make a certain amount of money. That's what you have to work with. You get a credit card. You know, well, now you're just buying shit you can't afford. The only debt that I have is my house. That's it. Mortgage on my house. The only debt. I didn't have, house money laying around. Wow. It was more financially advantageous to leave that money where it was and just use a little bit of money. So, yeah, I have a mortgage. That's my only debt. I don't have any credit cards. I don't have any car payments. I don't have any debt. I pay my utilities and my mortgage. And that's it. If I want something and I don't have enough money, I wait. I'll save up. Say, all right, well, now I got. It's about needs and wants. Figure out what you need. Spend your money on that. Yeah, there's stuff that you're going to want, but do you really need it? If you don't really need it, save your money. If you got something that's, almost as good, I do a lot of comparison shopping, and like when you go grocery shopping, I'll look at the, cost per ounce, and I'll get a lot of the, like the store brand stuff. Some of it, not all of it. Some of it. A lot of the, like the house brand chips, they get one sour cream and onion potato chip, pretty much tastes like every other sour cream and onion potato chip. However, the house brand, like Dorito knockoffs, no, they're terrible. Just get the Doritos, if that's what you're looking for. If you don't like Doritos, don't get those. Now I gotta tell you what to do. Let's see what else we got here. I found this kind of interesting. This quiet quitting. Burned out workers take stand. Stop going above and beyond. I'm of two minds on that. If you're going to do the job, you should do a job to the best of your abilities. You want to be the best worker at your job. And does that mean that you take on the duties and responsibilities of other workers, doing the whole above and beyond? In some circumstances, yes. If the company's treating you right, if they're just paying you minimum wage, and they're, treating you like shit, why would you go above and beyond? Do the job you're getting paid for. If the company treats you well, I don't mind going above and beyond. If they're going to, if I'm taking on other people's work or extra duties or something like that, it's not out of the, the realm of possibility to, expect that you be compensated for that. You're doing more work than what you were hired to do. That should be recognized, and you should get, paid extra. Especially if you're doing like the jobs of 2 or 3 people. And you should be substantially compensated for that, because they don't have to hire a whole extra person. So, I think if you're going to do a job, you should do it well. Don't half-ass the work that you're supposed to be doing. But if they're not going to recognize and compensate me for doing above and beyond, then there's no real incentive to do that. That makes sense? If they're going to treat you like shit and they don't care, and you're going above and beyond, and now they just kind of expect it of you, even though they're not paying you for that, you're doing more than what you're actually paid to do, Now they're just going to expect you to do that all the time. And now you stop doing that, and all of a sudden, it's like, how come you're not doing all this extra stuff that you weren't getting paid for? So, do your job. Do the job that you're hired to do. Do it well. I'm not saying slack off or do a shitty job. Do the best job that you can do that you were hired for. If I hire a plumber, I'm not going to expect him to, fix my electrical panel or move some furniture for me. And if he does, I'm going to pay him extra because that's not his job. That's not what I hired him to do. If he's there fixing a sink and sees me struggling to move a table and says, "Let me give you a hand with that," I'm going to tip him because that's not what he's there. That's not what he's being paid for. That was above and beyond. So, yeah, he's getting extra money. And it's going straight to him, not to the company. All right. Now we're going to go one that I never look at. This is the Oregonian. It's my local paper. Ooh. Most of the stuff I don't care about. Let's see. What do we got here? Oh, they got the Los Angeles Times crossword puzzle. Can't even do their own crosswords. Jesus. Kenyan Sadiq, 4-star athlete, commits to Oregon Ducks. Is there like a star rating for athletes? I don't know what that means. I only watch sports. I don't follow sports. I don't give a shit about sports. I played sports. I don't care when other people play sports. While I was playing sports, yeah, I cared about the sport that I was playing because I was playing it. But watching other people play sports never really been my thing. I mean, you like sports, watch all the sports you want. I don't give a shit. But it's not my thing. I also don't follow, like, French pastries. I'll eat them. But I don't really follow the news on what's the latest craze in the French pastry world or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a thing. Probably is. Beats me. Let's see. What else we got here? 5 points to focus on from investigation into Portland Timbers, Thorns workplace culture. Why the fuck do you need culture at your workplace? You're there to do a job. Go do your job. Get paid for it. Go the fuck home and do whatever the fuck culture you want. You're not there. You weren't hired to go have culture. That just sounds stupid. Workplace culture. If you don't like the job, find a new one. I mean, that seems kind of basic. If you don't like the job, don't like what you're getting paid, you can negotiate for a higher salary, or you can find a different job. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. You can't. And so underneath that it says 10 former employees spoke to the Oregonian/Oregon Live about their negative experiences with the club. What they wanted shit done on time, and you wanted to, laze about, and there wasn't a latte bar or some stupid shit like that. It just seems like so stupid. Again, another one right underneath that. Portland Timbers Thorns owner Merritt Paulson needs to get his organization in order. Why? It's his. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He can run that shit into the ground. He can insist that all his players tied with their shoelaces tied together. And so they can just kind of run, not even run, just kind of like shuffle around small steps. He owns it. It literally says that he's the owner. So, I own this microphone. If I want to swing it around by the cord and smack it into the wall, that's up to me. That's mine. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. I paid for it. I own it. It's mine. I can do what I want. As long as I'm not doing something illegal, I can't swing it around and start smacking other people. That would be assault. But this guy owns a sports team. If he wants to put them in different colors, he can do that. It's his team. He owns it. It's his business. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it. Don't tell me you need to get it in order. It doesn't belong to you. You can't tell me what to do with my microphone. It's mine. I'll do whatever the hell I want with it. As long as I'm not breaking the law. That's mine to do with as I please. I don't know. There's not a whole lot else. Oh, I thought that was funny. 15 cold treats to try in the Portland area before summer is over. Is it a lot of these places? Like if I go to like Baskin Robbins, I can go to Baskin Robbins, on Christmas Eve and eat all the ice cream I want. I can have cold treats in the wintertime or in the spring. Now maybe, like some of the little, I don't know, the carts or something. You see them at the fairgrounds. But I've also seen those same carts at the mall. So, yeah, I can get Dippin' Dots at the mall if I want to. Around Thanksgiving or Halloween. I don't have to do it in the summer. I don't have to do it before summer's over. I guarantee you these places that sell this stuff and that make this stuff don't just, I don't know. I've seen, Halloween costume stores that sell costumes year round. You see more of them around Halloween, but you can find a costume store now in August. I don't need to wait until Halloween to find a costume. I can go on Amazon and buy all kind of crazy costumes. So, trying to tell me that I got to do this before, so there's a list of treats you should try before summer 2022 kicks the bucket. No. I will eat what I want when I want to eat it. If I want to eat ice cream in the middle of a frickin' snowstorm, I can do that. It doesn't need to be 90 degrees for me to eat ice cream. Or any kind of cold treat. That's it. I don't know. Oh! I'm sorry. It's not funny, but I find it mildly amusing. And that's on me. This says rattlesnake bite kills renowned snake researcher. Sure, it's a tragedy. Any loss of human life is a tragedy, and then, some of it's, you get people that are 100 years old, and everyone seems like really surprised when they pass away. They're 100. It shouldn't be a surprise. It should be more of a surprise that they live to be 100. Betty White, he was old, super old, really, really old. There's been jokes going around and memes about how old she is for years. And then she passed away, almost 100 years old, and everyone seemed really surprised, which I never understood that. Especially with a snake researcher. And it shows a picture of him. He's out in the woods with a stick. He's like going around poking at snakes, trying to catch it with him. He's just fucking with him. And one bit him. That doesn't seem that surprising. So, bear researcher mauled by bear. You think? It's just, it's not like it's a big, shocking thing that happened. And again, I don't wish the guy any kind of ill will. So I'm just saying, it just cracks me up when snake guy gets bit by a snake. Guy who was always out catching snakes and trying to get venom from snakes got bit by a snake, and it's supposed to be like a big surprise, like, oh my gosh, he got bit by a snake. Yeah, well, he's out there fucking with them all the time. He was bound to get bit. I'm sure this wasn't the first time he's been bit by a snake. Just this is the one that got him. Anyway, I'm going to stop here because this is all just crap. But, yeah. See ya.